Hey, what's up, everybody? Just wanted to make this disclaimer real quick before we get into this. Not everything that I say is going to be politically correct, but I don't really give a damn. Um, I can't say that. What's going on, everybody? This is Chris, Small Circle. Just wanted to make this disclaimer real quick before we get started on the podcast. Not everything I say is going to be politically correct. So if I hurt your feelings or if I say something that is offensive to you, I'm sorry that you got your feelings hurt and you need to man up. Nope. Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Chris at Small Circle. Just wanted to make this disclaimer real quick before we get started. Everything I say on here is not always going to be politically correct. For that, I apologize in advance. I'm not here to hurt anybody's feelings or to offend anyone. With that being said, enjoy the show. Trill Neeko, hold it down for GPS. So it's one time for my OG. Show me how to make a check. Better pay me what you owe me. I go OT, nothing less. And I still go white Adidas. Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Chris at Small Circle. Back at you with another episode. Uh, this is my first mobile episode. So we are in the belly of the beast right here. We are at GPS headquarters. I like to call it the Congo because I'm with my boy Gorilla over here.
Already.
If shout out to all my day oneers, man, that's been down with me since first episode. If you remember episode 6, I had Gorilla and Roscoe on. They're GPS founders. And like I said, we're going to be doing continuations and stuff, having different artists on, whatever. This is one of the artists right here. He goes by Trill Neeko. How you doing, man?
Pretty good, man. It's nice. I appreciate you having me over here. Shout out to everybody that's locked in with the Small Circle podcast.
Thanks, man. I appreciate you. Yeah, appreciate you, man. Thanks for tuning in.
For sure.
I'm glad we had this. I'm glad we made this work, man. I heard you had COVID a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, man. So like the way it worked out was kind of crazy. I was telling Real, I was hyped to kind of come pop out for the podcast and get everything going. And the day of, man, it's like a couple of hours right before I was coming into work, I was like, bro, something ain't right. Went home, took that test. I was positive. I text Gorilla. I was like, bro, it ain't gonna work.
It ain't happening. Yeah, nah. Yeah, I hear you.
So I was kind of fucked up.
That's cool though.
But I'm glad we was able to shake.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm glad you're to 100%. You know what I'm saying? I mean, rest in peace. Rest in peace to the ones that don't, make it through.
Yeah,
that COVID shit. Because that COVID wasn't no joke, man.
I had it a couple months ago, and I'm still feeling.
Yeah.
The shorter breath.
Yeah. Anyway, all right, man. Well, that's what's up. Anyway, so you're a hip hop artist, right? Okay, and just to give them, I guess, an intro or whatever. So, what's your background?
So, as far as how I got started into
where are you from?
Okay, man. Kind of grew up in Cleveland. I'm a little bit from everywhere. You know what I mean? I kind of move around from the Cleveland, Houston, Galveston area, but pretty much South Texas. I would say that's where I originated from. Kind of got all my roots and stuff as far as tuning in with the music goes.
Okay, all right. So you said Cleveland.
Cleveland, right? Yeah, that's where I went to school. Kind of grew up the most at, and then I branched out after that. You know what I mean?
Okay, so you kind of like us in a way, or like Real is kind of like like out of like trying to do hip hop whatever in a kind of a rural area.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's not too welcoming. You know what I mean? I mean, don't get me wrong. Cleveland, there are some people that that jam hip hop.
Yeah, but you definitely get both sides of the fence.
Right?
And
yeah,
we're pretty much right down the street from where you and Rilla would have came out of. So
yeah, exactly,
definitely the same vibes.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Because that's what me and Real touched on the last episodes when he came from Greenspoint out here. And I was just kind of wondering how it was whenever he first started. Did he have anybody doing that? Were other people doing that in Cleveland as well?
Yeah, so there was a pretty good little group of us. I mean, probably a good 12, 13, but like you say though, you definitely get your crabs in a bucket that kind of want to knock you off your grind and just want to kind of hold you back. I say hold you back, have negativity against the movement.
Yeah.
But that being said, what I mean, if you really aspire to get out there and put some good music out, it's not a whole lot that's gonna stop you, I should say. So the little group that we had as far as pushing music goes, a couple of them gave it up, a couple of us kept going with it, and we just kept pushing.
Yeah. As I said, we know some people that wear Justin boots and stuff like that jam our shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Yeah, you definitely gotta take the bad with the good, especially coming from a small town like
Yeah.
Cleveland, New Caney, Porter area. You know what I mean? So anyway, so what made you get into music?
Man, to be honest with you, like it all kind of started out. Me and the homies would be just drinking, chilling, turning up on Fridays or whatever. And we start kicking freestyles, turning the beats on. Then one thing led to the next, and we ended up freestyling around this dude, Jared Dickey, goes by Doughboy. I think he's currently signed with 42 Records out of Colorado.
Yeah.
So he was like, man, y'all should pop out at the studio one day. We ended up going over there. We recorded like 3 tracks that night. And after that, it was kind of just I was like, man, I like this shit, bro. This is live, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
after that, probably about a month and a half into recording with him, like I said, we kept it pushing. He's like, man, let's go do this little show. I was like, oh, this shit got addicting, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Kind of just stuck with it.
So
But
what?
yeah, it all started in the driveway, really just freestyling bullshit, and found out that we was good at some shit.
So what year was this?
Oh, I was 18, 17. So this probably would have been 2013,
Yeah, okay.
2012 area.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was a class 2012 graduate. So
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, you're a lot younger than
Yeah,
than me.
93 baby, man. 93 baby.
Yeah, I met him when he first got out of high school.
That's what I was gonna be my next question. Okay, so like, how did you guys end up meeting?
So the crazy, you want to take that?
I mean, go ahead, bro.
So the crazy thing was, bro, I was actually looking for some work at the time, and my brother worked with him at Service King Collision.
Okay, yeah, all right.
We was going out at this I think it was a party, if I'm not mistaken, and we was all out there chilling, smoking, having a good time or whatever. And he was like, man, you ought to come over there and work with us. I'm clowning. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm a fool. If you know me, I'm a fool. I'm like, bro, I ain't gonna pass no drug test, man. I'm a kid. Like right now,
Yeah.
I'm live at 5. So he's like, nah, you ain't gotta worry about that. So we ended up getting me on at Service King, and I was working in the car wash section. And a little bit after that, I think about a month or two into it, my brother was telling me, he was like, hey man, Real does music. You do too. Y'all ought to link up. And so I was like, all right, cool, man. So I played him a little bit of my music. Same thing again. He was like, man, I got a studio at the house. You ought to pull up. I'm like, okay. Came through, same night. First pair of Jordans. You know what I mean? We laced that song up. So pretty much from there, as far as my perspective goes, that's kind of how that stone got turned over and me and Real linked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we was always chilling, and anytime some like a beat will be on, we'd be trying to eat it. You know what I'm saying? Like
on the job.
On the job. Like, did you hear that? Did you hear that?
Yeah.
So it definitely made it fun.
Yeah.
You know? And also he's giving me a lot of how you say different perspective on the newer rap that's out.
100%. Yeah, like a breath of fresh air almost. You know what I'm saying?
Better understanding.
Right. Yeah.
That era difference, but it actually turned out to be really good chemistry though too. At the end of the day.
Right.
Yeah.
Man, that's what's up. Yeah, that must mean something, bro, for him to invite you, like, to the lab and all that or whatever, because he don't do that just to everybody, just to anybody. You know what I mean?
He did, and he actually gave me some of his background the day that he did. As far as back whenever he recorded in the Greenspoint area, and he had like some of the artists which are now famous and big. You know what I mean? Before they were ever anybody.
Right.
I'm just kind of like, bro, you know what I mean? I came from a driveway kicking freestyles, and you wanna do some tracks with me, like that's dope, man. I definitely appreciated the gratitude. You know what I mean? I make sure that I pay homage anytime I can, and still keep them tracks between me and him whenever we both got the time. So
yeah, 100%. Yeah, I heard one that you just shot me one a couple weeks ago with that y'all two
we
did.
were working on.
Okay. Put them on. Okay,
put them on.
Yeah. And I actually really like that joint too.
Yeah, it sounds good, man.
I appreciate it.
So, he's got TTG he's working with.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to ask right now. So not only are you with GPS, but you have your your own little click or whatever that you got going too, right?
Well, the click is actually YA3 Young and Blessed. TTG is kind of more of just the motto as far as all that goes, train to go. You know what I mean? For whatever the occasion is, you got to pick it up and run with it.
Right.
You know what I mean? If it's gonna be music, and I don't do nothing unless that accelerator's to the floor. If I'm working a job, I'm pushing it to the max. I'm doing music, I'm not going half-ass. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna give you 50% of nothing. So TTG, we just train to go for whatever the occasion is, and we're gonna try to give you 100% every time.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. That's cool. So Is it other people that are from Cleveland out there that's with you?
So yeah, the Y3, the rest of the people in there is the one that we all kind of started freestyling with in the driveway. I was kind of really the only one out of our group who did the music, but out of, like I said, originally the 13 people from Cleveland, we all had a hell of a lot of collaborations. As far as that goes, it's almost like a big conglomerate. But the Y3, I would say, is kind of like my day ones. You know what I mean? As far as that goes, a lot of them branched out. One's in Tucson, Arizona. It's 4 of us. 2 of them are in Willis, and one of them's out in Galveston right now. So
yeah. Just kind of you grow up, you go places,
separate
grow
ways,
apart and all that and
families.
everything.
Yeah, life happens, man.
Yeah, I hear you on that, man. I hear you. So like when did you so when did you like record your first song? Like who recorded your first song?
First song that would have to be Check a Hoes Where I Stay. That's gonna be with Jared Dickey over there, the one that was with 42 Records. We recorded that. I was about 17, about to be 18. And you know, whenever you kind of rap with the homies, you don't really hear yourself. But whenever I heard myself back in the headphones, I was like, oh man, you know what I mean? As far as a person who's never really felt like I had radio voice, then I heard it, and obviously I ain't no fucking Post Malone, Kevin Gates, but I was really infatuated with the way it sounded. The fact that I could put that together in the little amount of time that we had, I was like, man, I might be able to do something with this. So I kept it going from about the age of 17, 18 to where I'm at now.
Okay. Yeah. I know we were talking earlier, right? About like I think Real, do you have a SoundCloud and all that?
SoundCloud?
Yeah, like a SoundCloud account and all that stuff and everything. Yeah, right. You got one? I said I don't have one.
It's a Geto Poet Society.
Right, yeah, right. But it's I got you, yeah.
I mean, we're basically on all platforms.
Right. So but you don't have one, right? That we were talking about?
No, personally I don't have SoundCloud.
Not SoundCloud, but he's got his Spotify and iTunes, you know.
Okay,
yeah. All my music is always available, all platforms.
All platforms?
Okay. Always all platforms. Like I said, pay homage when I can. I shout out to Israel for showing me how to kind of get that going, but I do not have a SoundCloud.
Yeah, man, like I don't like to it. I don't know about anything about any of that stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm over 40, bro. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't like my kids come up to me and they're like, man, you need to do a SoundCloud or whatever. I'm like, man, you can do it, bro. Like, I'm an old dog, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
That's the biggest thing, bro, that age gap. And I hate to say that because like you just said earlier, I'm a little younger. I'm 93, but everything I feel like above me, like, you know, I got an artist on some of my songs, Lil Ace, that's my little cousin. He pushes that SoundCloud real heavy, but the couple years in between us, I'm still kind of old fashioned. You know what I mean? If I can get major streaming platforms, I'm going to stick with that.
So, that's kind of what I was talking about.
Yeah,
right?
And I don't want to diminish anybody putting music on SoundCloud, bro.
Yeah.
You got like Lil Yachty, people who do that now, they're multimillionaires. You know what I mean? So it's definitely a lane, but I just personally, it's not for me. So
yeah, well, I'm just kind of wondering, and we had that discussion on our last podcast. It's like, is SoundCloud even worth it? Because it's just diluted, with so many rappers, man. You know what I mean? And it's just like, hey, go check out my SoundCloud. Go check,
To be honest, I don't even think there was like a way to check making any money on SoundCloud.
Right, yeah.
And that too. So if there's no revenue, I mean,
why mess with it, right?
I got it out there, but I'm not subscribed to it no more.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't worth it.
Yeah, I guess that's my question, because like I said, I'm ignorant to it. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So is it like for these young rappers that are coming up now?
If you want to get your stuff out there and you don't want to have to deal with any kind of W-2s or something like that, go that route.
Yeah.
Put your song out, see how it spin, promote it. I mean, because it all comes with promotion, marketing, promoting, but it's not gonna. I don't see it generating any revenue.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I mean, music in general, right?
Out there, though.
Right. I say it gets you out there, right? Get you heard, right? Yeah. Tries to anyway. You know what I mean? I mean, even with Spotify and all that stuff like that, it's like pennies on the dollar, right? You know what I mean?
It is, but see, in my mind, and this is just like I say, my perspective.
Yeah.
I don't mean to say this term, but that's the way I feel it. SoundCloud, you kind of a ringtone rapper. You sound a little more official whenever you could tell somebody, oh, you don't got Spotify? Check me out on Apple. You don't got Apple, check me out on you know what I mean? You got so much more variety.
Tidal,
and some people don't have Apple. They might have one or the other. And you can't just stick to sound because you're only SoundCloud.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You pay that one distribution fee, you get on everything. So why not get the most out of the effort you're putting in?
Yeah, right. No, yeah, 100%. Yeah, man, I agree with that for sure. That's cool. So they can find you on all platforms, right? And it's Trill Neeko.
Trill Neeko, TRILLNEEKO. Or actually, I think some of it's released under N33K0. Yeah, okay. I mean, but it should all link together if you search it up, though.
Yeah. Okay,
right.
All right, man. So what's you got any future plans?
Yeah, right now, me and Rilla, we're kind of lacing this album up. You know what I mean? It got postponed, like we were talking about earlier, life. You know what I mean? It just kind of carries you on different waves and shit. But we're bouncing back to it, going back to the roots, and we're getting this album put together. And we're just kind of tossing around names right now. You know, the original name was going to be Life Before the Deal. So in essence, I mean, that kind of speaks for itself. But that's probably my biggest goal right now is at least lace this album up because I'm fixing to take a job where I'm going to be out of town a lot. So I want to give all the time that I can for this music. I'll be gone 10 days, come back 4 days. So then 4 days that I'm home, I really got to get on my grind and shit. So
yeah, 100%. So do you do any like shows or anything like that?
The last couple shows I did with Gorilla. I haven't done any recently. I want to say we did like four or five together, something like that. It has been a little gap in between them.
But at the same time, we're working on material.
Yeah,
I mean, because it's not just one project. Because he's lacing up mixtapes all the time.
Okay.
Know? And he got really dope mixtape. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The quality sounds great. You know, I ain't funny. But I work on like a lot of projects.
Yeah.
You know that.
No, yeah.
So
yeah.
I mean, I like to stay busy where I'm not just stuck in one era, you know, like one genre.
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
Yeah. Genre, yeah.
So, you know, I'm trying to, it's all good. Like, you know, when he took a break, I mean, cause then I make more beats, you know, I stack them up. I'm trying to get his style really going cause he's got a different style, you know?
Yeah.
And I really think that when we do finish this album, it's going to be serious.
Yeah.
It's going to be real nice.
Okay.
You know, and he is on Cup Full of Mud.
Yeah.
Trill Neeko's on Cup Full of Mud. He's on Geto Civilians.
I was about to say he's on Geto Civilians, right?
Yeah. I mean, so it's not like he's been a part of the team.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. And then
I mean, honestly, since we met him at work, and I mean, we met. It's been going like, hey man, you wanna jump on this track?
Yeah.
Or he'll tell me, hey, you wanna jump on this track? And yeah, it's already.
Yeah. That's what's up.
Done deal.
So with your limited time, right? You do your own recording out there, right?
Yeah, so I got a little setup at the house. Same thing that, like I say, Israel introduced me as far as getting the studio rolling. You know what I mean? I got that set up at the house, and whenever the what he's talking about as far as that mixtape goes is he knows my problem is I might hear a beat on YouTube or something, and I eat it. I send it to him. He's like, but you don't got the rights to it. I'm like, fuck, throw that one off the bag. You can't do nothing with it.
You can, though.
Yeah. Well, if you buy it and stuff.
Right. Yeah. You got to go the right route.
Right.
You can't just put that shit out. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Right, but it's always good to jam and wordsmith. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. Definitely, you know, you practice your craft.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Sometimes like I'll write something or whatever, you know, and I'll be writing it to a beat, and then I'll let Real know. I'm like, hey man, I got this song or whatever, but I did it to this beat. That way he knows that. Yeah, right. That way he knows like what beats per minute it is and stuff. That way, whenever I come in, like I'm on time. Like I don't have to like switch nothing up or whatever. Maybe a word here or there, something like that or whatever. But you know what I mean? It's trying to make it fit. But
I could probably have the album already done if I did it.
Right? Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm like I'm not saying make one like it. You know what I mean? Because I mean he has his own style and just Roscoe does too. But like to get the timing down, the beats per minute. And stuff like that, whatever. Just like, hey, you know, right, yeah. That way, you know, you're not, you know, just wasting anybody's time, I guess, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, send me a beat, and they're like, nah, that's not really what I'm looking for. It's too fast, or you know what I'm saying? Something like that, you know. Right, yeah. So, but but yeah, no, man, that's cool, man. I like what you're doing. You got a nice sound. The couple of songs that I have heard, they're really good. I'm gonna have to check out your mixtapes and all that stuff and everything. So it's all platforms and everything like that. You do any other collabs with anybody else?
So I got a couple with my little cousin. I was talking about earlier, Lil Ace.
Yeah,
That's
no,
my
I'm
little...
not like not that's not a part of your camp. Like you know
Yeah,
what I
nah,
mean?
he's off. He's
Oh,
off
okay,
in
okay,
Livingston. He's
okay,
doing his own thing. I got
okay,
another
gosh,
homie,
okay.
Golden. He's out of Houston. I got some stuff with him. I actually had a collab that we never ended up dropping. I don't even remember the name of it right now. You remember CJ?
The girl?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I had
yeah.
a song that I did with him, but I don't even know where the files at, bro. I'm kind of like Israel with my files. You know what I mean? They just get lost in the mix. You know what I mean? I got 3 iPhones. I got to go back, charge them up, find them. So yeah, but I
Yeah,
do have a
shout out
couple spread out
CJ.
collabs. Yeah. What's up,
CJ the
girl?
girl, you already know. Shout
Okay.
out Point Blank, SPC, Cat,
Yeah.
K Reno, everybody.
Yeah,
Got the
dude.
35th coming.
Yeah, you taking it back now.
That
Yeah.
shit deep. Man, hey, big shout out to K Reno, bro. When we did that show at Mr. A's in the war, you know, we got off the stage. I think we did On the Ave.
Yeah.
When I got off, I really was just kind of in my own zone. I was finna go get a drink. We just performed. The man stopped me, dapped me up, told me good shit. And I'm looking at him like, bro, you a legend. You giving me props off.
Right, yeah.
And so that shit was kind of surreal for the moment. So big shout out K Reno.
Yeah. Hey, it's really awesome being with him in the studio.
Yeah.
Reno?
Yeah,
Yeah, I bet.
yeah. I mean, because he's precise.
That man surgical.
I mean, dude, he's true H-Town. You know what I'm saying? That's like underground H-Town. Because I mean, like a lot of people that like are from here, they know Scarface, they know Ghetto Boys and stuff like that, but they don't know who K Reno is. They don't know who Point Blank is.
I was there when he did the song with Young James, and
yeah,
it was magic in that room. I was like, man,
shit, I bet it was.
I'm serious. Yeah, seriously, man. Because like that's for him to say that to you, man. That pretty much solidifies you right there.
Yeah, and it's like I say, it was kind of surreal in the moment. So I was just, man, hey, I appreciate it, big dog. You know what I mean? I went and got my drink. I was like, that's crazy. You know what I mean? Pat myself on the
that's
back
like
of that shit.
That's like winning a Grammy almost, right?
Yeah,
there.
especially if you know him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it.
Yeah, sure. His video.
He did it.
Yeah,
I want to say.
His bike.
I want to say he wore it for one of his podcasts that he did.
Yeah, you're right.
I think because I watch his podcast every now and then.
Too, man.
Yeah, man. I'm for real, bro. I was about to say he seems like he is, man. Yeah.
You already know God Langston.
Yeah. Y'all seen y'all seen that evolution of hip hop that's on Netflix?
Yeah.
Right, he's on there. Yeah, he's on there. No, Reno. Yeah, that dude, you should check it out, man. It takes you back all the way to 1520 Sedgwick Ave in the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? Like the birth of hip hop. It's this young dude, and it's a documentary, and he takes it from there, and then he goes to L.A. and he talks to Dre, and he talks to Ice-T and all them over there, and then he went to Atlanta, and then he finally came to Houston, and talked to he talked to Bun B. Yeah,
Netflix.
Yeah, it's on that. Oh, it was on Netflix. I don't know anymore, but it's called Hip Hop Evolution or Evolution of Hip Hop or something like that. It's pretty dope, man, for sure. But it has him on there. But like, I'm just that dude really must have had to do his due diligence, because anybody else would have went to Paul Wall or Slim Thug, Zero, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, you know what I mean? Nothing against those guys. Don't get me wrong. I mean, they're solid, sure. Right? Exactly. But for you to know who K Reno is, and you're not even from Houston, bro. That's
You definitely did your research.
He's a wizard, man. He's a wizard.
Yeah, man. Yeah, 100%, man. That's pretty cool, man. That's awesome. All right, man. Well, you got. I mean, this is your show, man. You got anything else that in the mix, in the works that we should be looking out for? Anything like that?
Definitely stay tuned for the album. In the meantime, I don't want to keep people waiting. It's definitely gonna be a buffet. I got a couple singles cooking up. And what we'll probably do is we'll drop like a pre-release of some songs that's on the album. And then of course, I know you've probably seen a couple artists do this. They'll pull them back and then re-release with the entire album. So I got a couple songs that I'm gonna do that with, just to keep everybody on their toes. I don't want to be gone for too long. Like you said, I took that break. And in my mind, my lack of presence is because I'm giving y'all presents. You know what I mean? Just stay tuned. There's certain things that had to happen, and when I stepped away, it wasn't for the loss of love for the music. You know what I mean? That's always gonna be there. So definitely just keep your ears and your eyes out. You know what I mean? You might be sitting in traffic one day and just search their name up real quick. You be like, oh, that man dropped something. You know what I mean? It's gonna sneak up on you. So
Yeah.
just stay linked in with the whole GPS movement, man. Because like you said, you got so many artists that's in the group that even if I ain't dropped this month, you might have Young James that just dropped, or you might have, you know what I'm saying?
Dress it.
Dress it, you know what I mean? You got to just stay tuned in with the whole movement, but it's definitely coming. So
yeah, man. I mean, especially the way music is now. I mean, because they're doing it off of their phones. They're doing, it's just so quick.
Right.
And then they're drop. They can drop it. Within 15, 20 minutes. You know what I mean? Lay a beat down. Write a hook or something like that or whatever, and then boom, just do it. Just do it. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, it's that fast. So you have to stay relevant. You have to, or you'll just get forgotten about. It's like rap is like, it's like dog years now.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
It's
just boom, like next
even
thing
if
you know,
walkthroughs, man, just stay available to the people. But it's funny that you talk about them beats on the phone, bro. He'll send me a beat. Matter of fact, I think it was like a month or two ago. I was like, bro, that beat is crazy. Like you just you off today? Like you was cooking that up?
Right,
he was like, bro, I cooked that up on my lunch break.
Dude, he did the same thing to me, bro. He did the same thing to me. Yeah, I was at work or whatever, and I was like, "Hey, man, just send me a beat, bro." And then like 15 minutes later, he sent me one, and I was like, "Damn, man, that's badass, bro." He goes, "Yeah, I just made it on my lunch break." I was like, "Bro, that's not even fair. It's really not, bro. It's really not, bro."
It just comes with experience, bro.
Yeah, 100%, man. But
and then learning the program, like the way I look at it, like some of the songs that I do on the phone are badass, but a lot of the times they're how do you say, blueprints for what I want to play live.
Okay.
Yeah, because like this next Geto Poet Society album, I want it to be live. I want to do one that where we're gonna drop all the singles, and then you're gonna get a live album from beginning to end.
Okay. I think that would be really dope. I'd really like to do another big collaboration album, man. I think that would be super
that's
fire.
What's up,
get
man.
Everybody in. And the last thing I want to touch on that beat stuff, man. Like if y'all looking in the camera, you can see these keyboards behind us. So just the elevation of technology for him to go from making y'all stuff on here, sound check quality, and still producing fire beats. Man, y'all need to go ahead and tell this man set up a website, bro. Start downloading them beats.
Yeah.
Stop YouTube.com hopping this shit.
Yeah. Him and Roscoe.
Yeah, Roscoe too. Hey, shout out Roscoe, man.
A&R too.
His beat. Yeah, I remember A&R back when we in the studio.
And we all still working. We all work together.
Yeah.
We're a good team,
Yeah.
A&R shot me like 10 tracks one day. I was like, man, all of them were fire.
Yeah.
I'm like,
you were locked in.
Yeah.
Right on. That's what's up, man. Okay, well, you got do you have a YouTube channel or anything like that you want them to subscribe to or anything?
Know if I have a YouTube channel. So you could search up my name as far as my artist name goes on YouTube, and then you should be able to subscribe to it from there. I haven't really posted like anything individually outside of the music, but I actually do have a podcast that I'm about to line up. It's for everybody in a relative situation for me. You know what I mean? Don't steal the name. I already got this shit motherfucking trademark. It's gonna be the Low Class Podcast. Fuck with your boy. You know what I mean? We gonna keep everybody entertained on that shit. Like I said, I'm a fool. I like to cut up. We're gonna keep y'all laced up with the information and the music coming out, and definitely stay kind of correlated with my music channel as far as that podcast goes, just to keep everybody under the same impression that we're not taking no breaks.
Right on.
Yeah, definitely not taking no break. Getting merch up.
That's what I was just about to say. Before we get into the top 3, I wanted to mention the merch and all that stuff.
Get merch up, get CDs coming in, and that way, when y'all want something, you always be able to get it.
Yeah.
But definitely gotta do the website,
Yeah.
Yeah, no, 100%. 100%. Yeah. But all right, man. Well, anyway, I like to end these things on the top 3, right? And since we're all hip hop artists, hip hop heads, you know what I mean? So I thought it was fitting to do top 3 rappers of all time.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Live or dead. It don't have to, be. But since Real, he's more of a executive producer type, whatever, beat maker or whatever like that. I would go with beat makers for him. You know what I mean? His top 3 beat makers. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, this should be a really interesting question. I'm curious to hear your answers since you're 28.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you ask anybody in their 40s or something like that or whatever, it's mainly anybody from the 90s. You know what I'm saying? You might get somebody that's like from the that might mention somebody from the 80s, but it's 90% is gonna be somebody from the 90s. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, but anyway,
so I know y'all waiting on me to say Kevin Gates and all that shit, but he's not in my top 3. I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. I'm gonna have to just go ahead and start kind of where I somewhat got heavily influenced, and you definitely got to pay respects to the greats. Biggie's definitely in my top 3.
Yeah.
I'm from the Houston area, so I gotta keep Zero in there. You know what I mean? As far as influential music, you can kind of damn near relate to everything that man rap about.
Yeah.
And if I had to pop a third one in there, like I said, I don't really focus on the top 3. I just kind of jam when I'm jamming. But I would either be between Boosie just because of my time era, or somebody like Grind Too Hard O'Shea. He might be a new artist that y'all don't really know about, but it comes down to that situational relationship. You know what I mean? I can't sit out here and relate to people who constantly rapping about being on yachts, you know what I mean, getting turned up on it, because I need that real shit in my life too.
Yeah.
So as far as that goes, I would have to say Biggie, Zero, Grind Too Hard O'Shea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right on. Yeah. Right on. What about you? You got 3 or what?
Yeah, I got 3. Dre definitely is, he got me wanting to make beats. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Jump.
Yeah.
Once I heard Chronic and I heard how the way it sounded and it was mixed and it just sounded like you hear a pin drop on there. I mean, it's a good album, good mix. But really, my influences are not just like from there, but from here, like John Beto, Mike Dean. Those guys that kind of paved the way for producers here are who I really like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Mike Dean is cold.
Yeah.
If you listen to John Beto, he did like Black Monks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He did Bushwick Bill's a lot of his second album, Phantom of the Rapper.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, real dark, real bassy. John Beato's really dope.
Yeah, man. So yeah, Houston had for real. He did a lot of Geto Boy stuff, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, those are my really top 3s. Dre, Beto, and Dean. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool, man. That's what's up.
You notice he had his ear on me waiting when you was doing that top 3 for me. It was like, I know he finna say Gorilla. That's my boy, man. That's what I mean. Now he's top 3, man.
It was right there. It was neck and neck, man. It was Biggie or Gorilla, man.
Man, he barely got his top 2. This always Gorilla for life, man.
Right on, man. Okay, man. Well, cool. You guys got any last words or anything like that before we any shout outs or anything like that?
Just hit us up on Facebook. You want any merch right now?
Yeah, until you get the website.
Until I get the website going.
Okay.
You could go to Real Rilla, or you go to Geto Poet Society on Facebook. Or you could just email me at getopoetsociety@gmail.com.
Okay.
Already, yeah. And I don't really have a music email up, but as far as, go out there, tell your friends, your grandmama, your neighbors, go follow all the music pages, get the shit pumping. We trying to flood the streets with this music. But if you want some features, man, go hit up that email that the man just dropped on y'all. And we filling all features. Get them while they free.
Yeah,
get them while they cheap.
GETOPOET.
Yeah.
SOCIETY. We kept the ghetto like that because we from the H, just like Geto Boys.
Right, like a nod to them.
Yeah, I mean it's not a diss, it's respect.
Yeah, for sure, 100%. Yeah, 100%, man. I mean, they paved the way. They held the door. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure. Once again, man, before we close out, I want to say thanks again. I appreciate you having me on, man.
Hey, no problem, man. Not a problem, man. Anything for for Gorilla over there, man. Sure, he's shown me nothing but love ever since I started this. You know what I mean? Shit going on 20 years ago. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
so it's been off and on or whatever, you know.
We're working on this project too.
But yeah, but
See, we'll ace that one up too. Hey,
yeah, man, for sure.
We actually got a click song that we want everybody jump on.
Yeah,
no, I'm with it.
100%. All right, guys. Well, that seems to be about it. Be on the lookout. Like I said, go hit these guys up, man, on Facebook and stuff. Go get some of their merch. Support local. You know, go check these guys' musics out and stuff and everything like that. You know, I know rap's not really or hip hop's not really a big deal or big thing out here and stuff. I know you guys are more into like country or or something like that. But I guarantee you, your kids, your little nephew, or somebody's listening to rap. So it might as well be in your backyard. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So, but anyway, guys. All right, man. We're about to head out. With that being said, you guys know what the deal is. You guys stay tuned, stay safe, stay solid, keep your circle small.